Hello, this is Joshua Cavanis, and I will be your proctor this evening on a slideshow that is titled Leading Technology and Innovation, and it will discuss disruption and innovation cultivation. Now, this is going to be a brief synopsis on leading technology and innovation cultivation to give executives a brief view of what is to be expected from leading technology and cultivation of innovation. Leading technology aims at increasing the cultivation of innovation for organizations to increase organizational strategic positioning. Now, what this means for executives is increase in revenue, increases in product distribution, increases in customer base, and even increases in market and technology advancement. Leading technology and the cultivation of innovation should be a top priority to organizational leaders. Cultivating innovation can increase sales, profits, revenues, customer strength, many other great things for organizations, as I just said. Innovation is an integral and fundamental part of all businesses and aspects of society. It can and should be managed to produce a stream of innovations that create value for the company in several ways. We will begin looking at cultivating innovation, which is tied strategically to leading technology. Cultivating innovation is a major part of an organization's ability to unlock leading technology and increase benefits for organization in a major way. There are 6 unique levers of innovation that organizations can implement that can significantly increase an organization's ability to cultivate innovation. These levers of innovation are value proposition, supply chain, target customer, products and services, process technologies, and enabling technologies. We will now briefly discuss and look at each one of these. The value proposition lever of innovation includes any changes in the value proposition of a product or service that is sold to the marketplace, which would produce new services. This could be examples of new features, new value incentives to consumers, bundled features or values. One good example of this is toothpaste. Toothpaste has been revolutionized in the market industry right now. Now there are multiple different kinds of toothpaste that have new features and new values for consumers that will do anything from teeth whitening to cavity protection to breath freshening, etc., etc. So this would be an example of a value proposition. This is one great way industries can create innovation and cultivate innovation by discovering new ways to increase their value proposition for potential customers. The supply chain lever of innovation is aimed at how value is created and delivered to the marketplace to consumers. These types of changes specifically are internal to the organization and unapparent to consumers, i.e., consumers don't really see these types of changes, but they are just as important. These types of changes correlate to the organization, partnerships that the organization may make or break, and production and operation tactics. This could mean for manufacturing facilities utilizing the best technologies available to increase efficiency in the supply chain. So you could reduce prices to your consumer base and potentially sell more product. The target customer lever of innovation occurs when a change in the targeted customer base occurs due to a change in whom the organization sells its products and services to. This is primarily aimed at, as you would guess, the consumer, being targeted. This could be gender-based targeting, age-based targeting, or more specific societal factors pertaining to religion, race, lifestyle, personality, etc. One good example is granola bars. When granola bars were first produced, they were mainly aimed at athletes, but the more executives began to look at their target consumer, they found that even women interested in dieting and good food consumption were interested in granola bars. So granola bar companies were able to change their packaging and change their pricing a little bit and manufacture to a whole new target customer. This is what that lever of innovation is primarily pertaining to. The product services lever of innovation correlates to a change to a product or service that a company offers to the marketplace, which usually includes an upgrade of existing products. Now, this is not to be confused with supply chain, which it is a change to the product, but products and services deals with new products and services, upgrades, if you will. As in the iPhone. The iPhone has upgraded from iPhone 4 to iPhone 5 to 5S to 6 to 6S to 6 Plus, all these different upgrades. And each time they upgrade the new model, it comes out with new features and things. Same way with VHS to DVD to Blu-ray, etc., etc. TVs have gone from LCD to LED to OLED to smart TVs, and as technology increases, manufacturers and executives are able to implement this product and services lever of innovation to change the spectrum of their whole market and industry. Process technologies lever of innovations correlate to changes in the technologies that are integral to the production of the products and services that are provided to the marketplace by organizations. A major area would be the electric utility industry. Process technologies change from nuclear production to natural gas production to coal production to solar to wind power. You still get the same product, but the process technology changes from style to style, from process to process. Other areas this would affect is manufacturing and commercial processing plants, such as food plants, chicken plants, things like that. Anything dealing with food or like a commercial line, automobile industry, the process to produce the product. That's what this lever of innovation pertains to primarily. Enabling technologies lever of innovation involves organizations utilizing enabling technologies to execute strategy and leverage time more efficiently. This pertains to communication such as internet, email, social media, etc. Your supply chain, warehousing, distribution, all these different things, how you use them, financial indicators, your accounting, your banking, all these different things are enabling technologies for companies and organizations to learn how to strategize and hit the market quicker and execute strategy and leverage their time more efficiently so they can make target customers, targets more efficiently. Now, the innovation cultivation strategies. There are numerous strategies and tools aimed at assisting organizations in the beginning the innovation cultivation process. These tools and strategies give direction to organizations on how to implement and properly execute innovation cultivation. I've listed some of the major examples that are contained within the report, the disruptive innovation analysis. And each one of these are analyzed on a closer scale and give a lot more detail. Some of these are Thurston's hypothesis of disruption. It pertains to the disruption strategy for organizations. Technology development, elements of diffusion, innovation adoption process, and process mapping and structured idea management. Process mapping and structured idea management enable executives and upper management the ability to increase process mapping and increase structured idea management and production to unlock key innovation cultivation areas. Now, as I said before, these are gone over more stringently within the report, the innovation, disruptive innovation analysis. There's also several good books out there, and four of them being Making Innovation Work by Davila, Epstein, and Shelton. This goes over innovation process mapping and structured idea management. The Innovator's Manifesto, Deliberate Disruption for Transformational Growth by Michael E. Rayner. This is a really good book that goes over the disruption process, what it is, how it works, and how to implement it in your organization. Dynamic Strategy Making, a Real-Time Approach for the 21st Century Leader by Larry E. Greener and Thomas G. Cummings. This goes over dynamic strategy making and how to implement it and increase revenues and turnover and everything for organizations. And one of the really good books that is very interesting is Crossing the Chasm, 3rd edition by Jeffrey A. Moore. Now, this actually goes through the technology life cycle and exposes all gaps and how organizations fall into these gaps when they're trying to traverse the technology life cycle, mainly pertaining to how a product advances from conception to brilliant idea, such as iPhone or Apple and industries such as that. Those have been some of those industries like Apple, Microsoft, IBM. Those guys are pioneers of their industries from an early on stage. They've all had to cross these chasms, and this book deals with it. All of these books are referenced in this report, and you will learn a lot from this report, especially if you're in the utility industry, because it mainly focuses on 2 new technologies and how all of this process mapping, structured idea management, elements of diffusion, innovation adoption process, the disruption strategy, all these pertain to exactly how they fit to these 2 technologies and whether they are a good fit for a particular organization. This concludes our synopsis, our brief synopsis over the innovation, cultivation, and leading technology. I hope that this will at least get you interested in the topic and maybe get you to look at the report and pursue these technologies for your organization. Thank you.